Alright everyone, I did a sort, but the camera was too narrowly focused, so I'm going to try to do it one more time. I've got a little over a half of a gallon, and I wanted to kind of go through how I sort, just how I physically sort. So I like to dump the bag out, I like to kind of spread it, I look for weird colors, that's Mega Block, because you never get it all the first time, and then I just start to go and look for larger shapes to smallest. So if I look for large shapes, oh, there's a slotted piece, so that's not supposed to be there. But if I look, I'm kind of seeing, the more larger chunks are gonna come out first, just catch my eye, and then I'll take them and kind of sort them very quickly. I'm seeing a lot of 6s, not so many of those longer ones. So I'll just kind of randomly stick that there. Tall pieces will start to call out, so long and wide. There's another tall one, some 6s again. And then I think that's looking pretty good as far as 6ers. I'm sure a few more will pop up. So at this point, I've got piles of the long ones kind of out of there. And now I think what I like to do is, wrong shape, that happens, is I'll stop and talk about it. I start to go with the 2x, so I'm always working from like larger shapes to smaller shapes. I'll just go and look for 2x, 2x4s. And every once in a while there's a one with a weird color, just happens to be an old brick. And that looks like my 2x4s are down. I'll look for 2x3s. 2x2s are going to start coming out. I'll put them maybe over here. I'll start to push my pile together because this camera has such a limited range of view. Normally I go a bit wider, but 2x2s are catching my eye, so I'll stop for a minute. 2x2s, I don't know why, I just like to kind of look for one specific thing and use both hands. As long as I'm finding a lot and making good progress, that's pretty good. I'll stop there. Now probably 1x4s, I don't know why, they seem to be catching my eye. I see a lot of them in there. A random 2x2 will appear every once in a while. I just pick it up and throw it over there. And then once my hand gets full, that's when I know there's another 1x6. It's time to kind of make a pile. Try to put the pile there. Once again, shove this thing together, keep it moving. Another 1x3, 2x, okay. I'll put this one over there. I don't know, still seeing a lot of 1x4s. Those seem to be catching my eye a lot. And just kind of grabbing them as I go. Until my hands start getting full, and I know it's time to dump them down. Keep going, another long piece somewhere over here. It's a 1x3, I haven't done those yet. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I see another tall piece in there. Throw that over, maybe 1x3s, a random 2x2s, a corner piece appears. Yep, 1x3s are coming together now. Kind of seeing them. That is Mega. That goes to the side. Let's push it back together here. 1x3s. Random 1x4 every once in a while, probably still mixed in here. I'll come across. That's alright. I'm kind of getting down. There's another long piece. 1x3, 1x3. Okay, at this point now I'm down to probably a lot of 1x1s and 1x2s. So if I see chunks 1x2s, I'm going to start pulling them out as I can. 1x1s, I'll pull in a different direction. Lots of 1x2s in here. Scoop these guys up as they come out. Just kind of push them to the side. 1x2s are now, seeing a lot of them. In fact, mostly. So I'm thinking maybe the way to go is to grab all the 1x1s as I see them, and then I'll just shove all the 1x2s to the side. Yeah, that seems to be working better. Or maybe they're equal. It's hard for me to tell. All I know, as long as I keep my hands moving, the job gets done at some point. So there we go. Those are coming out nicely. This little chunky group. And there you go. Or there I go, I should say. Everything's kind of nicely grouped together to put into bags. Hopefully that wasn't too boring. I know I'm not the fastest sorter, but that's kind of how I do it, is I tend to start going from bigger to smaller, and that way I can move things around relatively quickly. Looks like if I were to generally separate, I tend to break it around the 6 mark, but since I can kind of sort explicitly anyway, I'm going to put the time in. Why not just lay it all out? So a couple of random pieces that didn't belong in there. Handful of Mega that doesn't belong in there. That gets jettisoned to the side and donated back to a thrift store. But there you go. That's kind of how I sort. Look for the pattern and just kind of pull out the same type of piece using left-right hands. Every once in a while I'll grab a piece and throw it and mix it up. But yeah, that's how I just kind of keep the flow going. So that was a little, oh, I didn't even do a half gallon, by the way. That was maybe a third. So that was realistically a third of a gallon, but enough to kind of show you the process with the limited amount of space I've got here. And then I'll just start putting all these into the plastic bags as I go, and eventually I'd be done. So that's how I sort the brick. Take it easy, y'all.